Hello, it's me again. I just noticed that my microphone was like way far away, so I'm surprised that is this microphone. I think it is. The microphone is working much better than the webcam, and I apologize for not looking into this sooner because a friend of mine told me how my videos lately have not been volume-wise very good, or whatever. Okay, so I have to always, keep up on this stuff. Now that I'm a YouTuber with, over 100 subscribers, 148. Anyway, somebody wrote me and asked me, and this was kind of, because I always love talking about TV, about what other shows I get into. And I was kind of thinking about, okay, I think I talked about before, Tammy would appreciate this. I don't know if I asked you this or not, Tammy, but Your Way in Canada, this is in the 80s, of course, when I watched a lot more TV. My son was just a little itty-bitty thing, like 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old. And every day at like 3:30 on CBC channel 9, Canada, they had this show. It was a little show, studio-owned show called Do It For Yourself with Mary Bellows. I'd love to know what she's doing now. She had two dogs, Zeke and Hoover. They came around her. They went around with her around the house. She stayed in her house and then went outside and did stuff out there with her neighbor. That sounds really funny. He was a plant guy. It's totally G-rated, okay? Don't. It was a cute little show, so I shouldn't. Sorry, I know your minds went somewhere else, but no, he would tell her what to do with the plants and everything. I didn't mean to say it like that. Anyways, anywho, it was just one of these shows I could still watch, and as a matter of fact, I have it on VHS tape. I know it's a guilty pleasure. But my son and me, when he was really little, he was like, his daddy was a carpenter, so he'd have his little tools. He'd go, let's watch Mary, 3:30, we'd go and watch Mary, and I would tape this, and he would watch the videotape too, because he just couldn't get enough of watching Mary and Zeke and Hoover. She would fix stuff around her house, and stuff would go bad when she's trying to fix it. It was hilarious. She was funny. I'd love to be like Mary and have my own little show like that. I think I could do it. I think I could pull it off. But that's one of the shows I got into, and was another one was Bob Vila. My son and me would sit down with my dad, and at that time, this is years ago, remember, Bob Vila's This Old House. I still watch stuff like that. Norm's Yankee Workshop. So I'm talking about stuff other than comedies. I could still get into stuff like that. But yeah, I like the little local type TV shows. I think we're losing that in this decade of cable TVs. We're losing, gotta have the big shots, and the Rachel Rays. And nothing against, I love Rachel Ray, her shows, that is. But I think we're getting away from the little hometown type shows. And why am I itching my hand? Don't you agree? I really do. And I think in a way, YouTube could bring that back. Think of these young people that are out there, like Chris Airwa, for instance, that want to break out. Like Michael Estany, he did this show from his house, from Vel something, Indiana, with his parents. He lived at home still. This was years ago, and he did this little Johnny Carson type Tonight Show from his house. I think we need more of that. We need to bring back the real people. Yeah, bring back the real people. The little town shows. We have PBS here where I reside, and it's kind of what they do in a way, some of their shows. Very educational shows, And I like Animal Planet too, and I always forget to put that on. Why am I must be getting money. What do they say when you do that, when you get an itch in your hand? I could use the money. Me and Charlene want to get away on a girl's vacation. Yep. We want to go to the beach and just chill out, drink some margaritas, and, maybe Donnie Wahlberg will show up for her dream boyfriend. Yeah. So maybe Charlene, I'm getting some money coming in. But yeah, getting back to the shows, yeah, I miss that. I don't know how to explain what I'm talking about. I hope some people get what I'm saying. The homegrown type shows. But yeah, I love those Do It For Yourself. Carol Duvall was another show here where I live in the Midwest, and that went off the air. And I was kind of sad about that too. Carol Duvall, if anybody knows who she is, let me know. She did this was before the cable thing and the, DUYN or whatever it's called, Do-It-Yourself channel, cable channel. She had her little show from from where she resided, and she did this crafting show. You know, she was the pioneer back then. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. I have no idea what to call this blog. Does anybody remember Canadian Neighbors? You might remember Mr. Dress Up. This was a kid's show. Remember that? There was something nice about Mr. Dress Up, you know? Sesame Street. Now I'm getting into Tori's language too, because she talked about this too. Tori Sterling's video she did about Mr. Rogers and stuff like that. The good old days. Old school. Yes. I missed that. We don't get that anymore here in TV land. You know what I mean? That's why I like Nick at Night. I don't know, maybe it's just the generation I grew up in. Yes. Child of the 70s, but wanted to live as a child in the 80s. But yes, I do. I miss that kind of stuff. So if anybody has heard of these shows I mentioned, I'd love to hear comments below. Please, please. Okay? And I guess that's about it for now. I'm kind of like in a talkative mood today. And all that'll go out the door because all my family's going to be coming back in the door and ruin my whole lovely, peaceful feeling that I'm getting right now. You can never have enough time to yourself when you're a mom. All you moms, I know you agree with me. I know you do. It seems like there was something I wanted to shout out to Stacy. I can't remember. I can't remember. 45 degrees. Still not spring yet. Not spring yet. But it's 7:03 and it's still light out. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. See, I'm telling you, when my family leaves for even a half an hour, I get revived. I get rejuvenated. Why can't I do that more often? Okay. So this was fun talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is TV, which I don't watch much of anymore because they don't got the old stuff on. Old school, old school. I'm really dating myself now. I really am. Okay, well the sun is going down, so I'm gonna lose my light. Okay. So leave me some comments. I love it. Thank you as always for watching, and have a good night. Have a good night. Good night. Good night, Gracie.